Live from number 5 Ola Hansen Lane at Teshie-Nungua in Accra, this is Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. I am Omar Rusanda Amadou. Coming up. After years of case, the High Court dismisses case against Gregory Afoko and Alandi over murder of former NPP Upper East Regional Chairman Adams Mahama. Government Communications Minister rejects claims of orchestrated petitions targeting Kisi Jabin and Jean Mensah.
I'm able to confirm that thus far 7 petitions have been received praying the president to kickstart the process to remove the chairperson of the Electoral Commission and her deputies.
Asante Hininia's conclusion of mediation as Mensah prepares official Bawku peace update. Stakeholders applaud Channel 1 TV and CTFM for a successful November Agri-fair.
Road has finished. Seriously, everything has finished. That's why we give God the glory. It's our first time, but what we've witnessed here is very.
And in Channel 1 business, BOG eyes skilled professionals to advance financial inclusion through non-interest banking. And in Channel 1 sports, Benedict Simon describes Black Queen's call-up as a dream come true ahead of England test. We are grateful that you join us for the Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. We start with the law courts, and the High Court in Accra has discharged Gregory Afoko and Asabke Alandi, the 2 persons accused in the murder and conspiracy to commit murder related to the death of late former Upper East Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Alhaji Adams Mahama. The decision follows repeated delays and the absence of the prosecution in court. The trial, now in its 3rd attempt, began after a hung jury in the 2nd trial. In that trial, Asabke Alandi was sentenced to death by hanging after being found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder, while the jury returned a hung verdict on the murder charge against Gregory Afoko, against Alandi. Now, Gregory Afoko, on the other side, faced a hung jury on both the murder and conspiracy charges. As a result, the court ordered a retrial for Gregory Afoko on both charges and for Asabke Alandi on the murder charge. Despite pleas being entered in January 2024 and several witnesses testifying, the case was repeatedly delayed due to multiple adjournments requested by the Attorney General's office. In response to the prosecution's inaction, the presiding judge discharged both accused persons in court today. And still in the judicial system, and the High Court Judge Manuel Bat Planche Brew, who ordered the rerun of the Kpandai parliamentary election, has explained that the scale and nature of the irregularities uncovered in the pink sheet made it impossible to isolate the problem to just the contested stations. He said evidence presented by both sides showed numerical inconsistencies, conflicting tallies, illegible figures, unexplained cancellations, and discrepancies between the EC's pink sheets and the petitioner's copies. Irregularities, he said, that went to the roots of the results. There's more on the judgment in the following report.
The judgment has been criticized by the NPP, with a minority in Parliament questioning how a petition about 41 polling stations resulted in a rerun of 150 polling stations. The judge, in his written address, noted that even within the 41 pink sheets tendered, several entities showed significant mismatches. One pink sheet recorded 1,422 votes in a column that did not correspond with any related figures, while in other instances, the EC's version of results differed from those held by the petitioner. In Palung Primary School, for example, the EC's pink sheet recorded 261 votes in a slot where the petitioner's version listed 325. He stressed that if such errors could arise in the 41 sheets scrutinized in court, the court had no way of knowing the extent of similar irregularities in the remaining 111 polling stations, whose pink sheets were not part of the proceedings. Judge Brew further pointed to the destruction, loss, or unavailability of certain electoral materials, including BVD machines and original collation documents, which made cross-verification impossible. He criticized what he described as the Electoral Commission's tainted copies, marred by interpolations, deepened ink, cancellations, and handwriting irregularities that rendered the records unreliable. The court also noted procedural concern during collation, including the relocation of the collation center to Tamale without notice to the petitioner, conflicting accounts of when violence disrupted the process, and the absence of key officials during part of the tally. He concluded that because the errors were potentially widespread and the court could not rely on incomplete or inconsistent documentation, the only lawful remedy was a full rerun in every polling station in the Kpandai constituency.
Now, the Minister of State in charge of Government Communications, Felix Kwachiofosu, has dismissed allegations that petitions seeking the removal of the Special Prosecutor Kisi Jaben and Electoral Commission Chairperson Jean Mensah were fabricated by the presidency. The statements come after 10 separate petitions were submitted by private citizens to the office of the president calling for the removal of the Special Prosecutor, the EC Chair, and her two deputies, Dr. Eric Bosman-Asari and Samuel Tete. The petition cited alleged misconduct, including incompetence, abuse of office, and concerns over electoral management. Speaking on Eyewitness News on CTFM, the minister challenged critics to produce evidence of any government involvement.
I'm able to confirm that thus far 7 petitions have been received praying the president to kickstart the process to remove the chairperson of the Electoral Commission and her deputies. And then another set of 3 petitions have also been received praying the president to do same in respect of the Special Prosecutor. Now, I can confirm to you that as of the end of last week, both sets of petitions have been forwarded to the Chief Justice as prescribed by both the Constitution and the OSP Act.
Now, during the removal of the former Chief Justice, a lot of people who took issue with the government said the president did not have to necessarily transmit it for action. In this instant petitions, is the president obligated to forward all the petitions, or the president?
The president is obliged. The law is quite clear.
Now, the Menchia Palace is expected to issue a formal communication on the final round of mediation talks led by the Asantehene, aimed at bringing lasting peace to the decades-long Bawku conflict. Channel 1 News' Middle Belt Bureau Chief Hafiz Tijani has been monitoring today's event.
In previous mediation sessions, the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II met separately with the feuding factions, but Monday's engagement was different. For the first time, both the Kusasi and Mampusi groups sat together before the Asantehene. The factions arrived at the Menchia Palace under heavy security, passing through strict checks before being ushered into the auditorium for the meeting. Although the palace is yet to issue an official statement, Channel 1 news sources indicate that the Asantehene listened to both factions and urged restraint as he collaborates with the presidency to bring finality to the impasse. Moments after the meeting ended, supporters of the two factions who had massed outside the palace began jubilating, sparking a misunderstanding between them. Police and military personnel struggled to restore calm, prompting additional security deployment to manage the brief skirmishes. Both factions are now waiting patiently for the palace's official communication on the next steps.
The feuding factions have been urged to remain calm as the Asante-Hene works closely with the presidency to bring out the final report on this mediation process. Hafiz Tijani, Mensha Palace for Channel 1 TV.
Now, the Ghana Education Service, GES, has rejected what it describes as misleading claims surrounding the 2025 WASSCE results, insisting that the examination outcomes credibly reflect students' academic performance. Ghana Tourism Services, the 2025 results recorded a significant decline, with nearly 6,295 candidates having results cancelled for bringing foreign materials, including prepared notes, textbooks and printed sheets into exam centers. Additionally, 1,066 candidates comprising 908 with withheld subject results and 158 with withheld full results remain under investigation for suspected offenses. In an interview with City News, PRO of the service noted that the outcome is as a result of authorities' zero tolerance towards malpractices.
We are not implying that the past examinations have, indications or were compromised necessarily. But for us, for a new manager, we make sure that the issue of integrity is held in a very high esteem. That's another reason for which anytime from this year, anytime we hear issues about the examination, the WASSCE examination, and then the results being released, you will observe closely that the issue about more patterns and the topic around these compromises and trying to minimize, especially for this year, it's happened because the new leadership invested and ensured that our learners carry themselves, our teachers, invigilators, supervisors carry themselves in the highest form of integrity as possible, so that our belief is that an average student who gets his result with the highest level of integrity is still better than an excellent and fraudulent student.
Now let's do some road-related stories. And the Minister for Finance, Dr. Kasoa Tuforson, has accused a Member of Parliament for Bantama, Francis Asensu-Boakye, of opposing the construction of the new Accra-Kumasi Expressway. The minister says the MP, who is also former Minister for Transport, Roads actually, has written to the President to halt the project, but the former minister insists that the accusations are false. Let's understand further what exactly the former minister said, for which reason the current Minister of Finance is accusing him of being against the government's project. He's joining us via Zoom now. Let's speak to you. Honorable Asensu-Boakye, you're welcome to Channel 1 Newsroom.
Thank you very much, Omar.
So you stand accused by the Minister of Finance. He says a road that is going to benefit your region and your constituency. You are one of two MPs who wrote to the President Mahama saying you do not want the road to be constructed. Is that true?
First of all, it's not true. I didn't say that. I'm sure you've read the letter and you can attest to it that I never said that they should stop the project. He also said that I indicated in the letter that the proposed project is wasteful. I never said that.
What did you say in the letter?
There are two important issues that I raised in the letter. One, the fact that a road of about 200 kilometers, expressway from Accra to Kumasi, on a greenfield area, to with a duration of three years, I said that such a project is not feasible and that it not well thought through. I said that because after the president had announced that he was going to construct this within 3 years, later the road minister indicated that the government was in the process of hiring a consultant to, as it were, undertake feasibility studies. And I was shocked to hear that, because what it meant was that as long as feasibility studies had not been done, on what basis were they able to determine the duration of the project? What it meant was that there was no final design, there was no cost estimate, no secure funding, and not to talk about the various milestones in the construction process: procurement, mobilization, compensation, relocation, and all that. So I thought that it was just a mere political statement, not one that has gone through serious analysis and feasibility to determine the duration of the project. Secondly, earlier in the year, I had implored on government to make sure that the existing highway project started by President Kasoa, which was abandoned during the era of President Mahama and President Mills for 8 years, not even a kilometer of road was added to that highway project. And it was revived by President Akufo-Addo with these 4 major bypasses corridor.
Okay, let me just get a few things. Let me just get a few things. So, are you suggesting the new road is not feasible or is not possible?
No, I said the duration. They said they were going to do that in under 3 years, and I said that timeline wasn't feasible.
But is it possible? But is it possible based on everything you know in the road sector? Is it possible to construct a brand new road through a virgin forest, virgin land, virgin vegetation from Accra to Kumasi?
Of course, it's possible.
Within 3 years.
Funding.
Okay.
The timeline is the one that I questioned, and I'm saying that cannot be feasible in under 3 years.
Okay.
If you let me continue, Omar.
Yes.
But the second point that I raised was about the fact that they were going to abandon the existing highway, which I was talking about it, and he interrupted me. For a long time, since President Kasoa era, I stated it in the letter that there has been significant work towards providing a highway from Accra to Kumasi. President Kasoa, during President Kasoa's time, we undertook major interventions from Circle in Accra to Taifa, the bypasses at Nkoko and in Sawom, and in Nkoko, Apega Highway, then also the highway between Fumesa and KNUST in Kumasi. It was for President Mills and President Mohammed's administration to continue. They did not. And President Akufo-Addo came and revived it and continued the project. So I implore the government to make sure that this time they continue with that project. So I wrote to President Mahama indicating that if they abandon that project, it will be a waste of resources, because that project alone had achieved 64% physical completion. And having spent all these resources, and if we are going to abandon it, then it is going to be a problem.
Okay.
Especially when this highway I'm talking about, the existing highway, is going to serve the same purpose as the proposed one by the new administration.
So what was
these are the two critical...
Okay. Mm-hmm. What was the demand you made to the president in relation to the expressway? Did you not ask that he should not continue with the expressway or should not start at all?
If you will, let me read the part that captures the demand. I said that in the context of Ghana's current fiscal constraints and competing infrastructure needs nationwide, I respectfully submit that it will be far more prudent to complete the existing dualization project rather than commence a new, significantly more expensive.
Okay.
And it will take longer.
Hold it there. So if the minister,
complete.
so if the minister said you wrote to the president saying do not construct this road, he's correct based on what you have just said. But it is the explanation you have given.
I wrote to respectfully urge the president to complete the existing dualization, which will serve the same purpose.
Yes, so you have said essentially that the president should not go ahead with the expressway that they talked about.
Forget about the expressway. My interest.
No, I'm not forgetting about it. The minister said you went. The minister said you wrote to the president saying do not construct the road, and I'm saying I can extrapolate from what you have said now that you actually said that. Do not do the expressway, rather focus on the Suhum and Sawam road that we know.
That is for you to make your. That is for you to make your own.
No, it's not about it's not about
what I'm saying.
It's not about a deduction.
It's clearly stated in the letter
that don't do the expressway, do the Suhum road. Correct? That's what you have said.
The theme of my letter is to suggest to the president, respectfully, that there is an ongoing project already, which will serve the same purpose as the one they are proposing.
What about
it has already achieved 64% physical rate of completion.
So they should continue. Okay, they also make the argument that that road would continue, the highway would continue, but this expressway would be done from scratch, and they say it is going to be shorter. What do you make of that argument?
That is fine. I don't have any problem with that. But like I keep on telling you, my main concern was that there was indication that they were going to abandon the already existing highway projects. And I was urging the president respectfully not to abandon that project, but to amount to wasting the resources of the country if you abandon a project that has achieved 64% completion rate.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight, Honorable Former Minister.
No problem. Thank you.
That's Honorable Minister for Roads and Highways, Member of Parliament for Bantama in the Ashanti region, the Honorable Francis Sensu Buachi, that is. This is Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. Still ahead. Ghana eyes skilled professionals to advance financial inclusion through non-interest banking. We'll be back with that story and more. Please stay with us.
You are welcome to two of Ghana's finest addresses, Willow Lane and Alphabet City, located at Sakomon. Alphabet City is a premier gated community with 24/7 security. Willow Lane, where luxury meets comfort, spacious 4-bedroom homes with walk-in closet, elevators, and gourmet kitchens. Two lifestyles, one trusted developer at Waylead. Our buildings are ready for you to move in right now. So visit waylead.org or call 0240 111119 to book a private tour today. Waylead, your trusted home builder.
Papa no no, papa no no, papa no no, papa no no, no, papa no no, Ankasa. Polytech is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytech, we get some more Rambo and get some more Super. And the Polytech we did.
Polytech, papa no Ankasa.
His uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kasoa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kasoa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia be luckiest. From not the block, she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwamio!
Send your God down for boom. If you put it toye, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Rooted in heritage. Shaped by ambition. Defined by style. Inspired by soul. This is Afro Quality, the first multi-country concept store for African brands. Now in Nairobi, Kigali, and Accra.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother once more. If you knew, it's your boy. Kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the great. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out to... You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boa, faha.
In December 2023, the biggest play in the history of African theatre made its debut.
Bawku, the God of Iron, I stand on oath.
You saw it.
We sent you all the way to Ileife to bring us greetings from Ifa.
By popular demand and in honor of Maoli Semevo, Image Bureau, in partnership with April Communications and the National Theatre, presents The Gods Are Not to Blame. This December 17th, 7 p.m., 18th, 7 p.m., and 19th, 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. at the National Theatre. Visit www.imagebureaugh.com or dial star 714 star 46 hash for your tickets. Single 250 CDs, double 400 CDs. Supported by New Plant Car Rentals, Ghana Tourism Authority, Balakwa. Sponsors Stambic Bank, our media partners, and proudly brought to you by MTN.
Yeah, welcome back to Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. Up next is Channel 1 Business with Netili Netiajaho.
Channel 1 Business is brought to you by MTN and EcoBank.
We're not sure what's causing the panic, but if you're...
Masquerades are scary, but bills shouldn't scare you. Be one of 10,000 lucky winners when you deposit multiples of 400 Ghana cedis or take a loan in multiples of 4,000 Ghana cedis to win up to 1.5 million Ghana cedis in cash and prizes, 1-year insurance cover, and more. Tap into vibes in the EcoBank 5-Star Enjoyment Promo. Up to 15% discount when you use our cards and digital platforms. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. EcoBank will never call or text asking you to verify sensitive information like your PIN, Ghana card, or bank card information. Pay better attention to details.
It's time for business news, and Natalie is here with us. Natalie, take it away.
Okay, let's get straight to our stories. And the Bank of Ghana says it will step up efforts to attract both local and international professionals to help drive growth in the country's non-interest banking and finance sectors. Representing the governor at a stakeholder engagement on non-interest banking and finance in Accra, Acting Head of Banking Supervision at the BOG, Ismail Adam, highlighted the sector's significant potential to boost financial inclusion and support economic diversification.
There's a need to attract local and Ghanaian expertise to help us build our capacities. And so in looking for capacity building, look not only within Ghana, but look beyond and get expertise from outside to help us understand the concepts. Understanding and experience in products or contracts such as Mudaraba, which is profit sharing, Musharaka, which is a joint venture, Ijara, leasing, Murabaha, cost plus sale, is critical for us as a regulator. So conventional financial institutions are encouraged to scale up their training needs to be able to operate in this ecosystem effectively.
Now, MTN Ghana has received shareholder approval to restructure its fintech operations following a decisive vote at an extraordinary general meeting on Monday. Shareholders agreed to waive the requirements for a fairness report and endorse the merger of Mobile Money Limited and Mobile Money Fintech Limited. Speaking on the sidelines of the meeting, Shaibu Harina, CEO of Mobile Money Limited, said the restructuring will enhance regulatory alignment and improve operational efficiency.
This is a very important first step for our shareholders. We needed this authorization and approval from our shareholders to ensure that we merge. Now, there are a few regulatory steps that we need to take. First and foremost, to get Bank of Ghana's, obviously a no objection to this arrangement. And there's also a court process that will bring finality to this process. So we by the virtue of this approval that we have, we are strengthened to go the next hole in terms of making sure that all the regulatory steps are taken to ensure that our business is fully compliant to all the laws of Ghana.
Businesses in the agriculture and food value chain say they are gearing up for a major expansion following opportunities created at the just-ended November edition of the Agri-fair. The fair has become the most commercially active, attracting strong buyer interest and opening new channels for trade. Vendors tell Channel One Business the fair has boosted their quest to scale up production, diversify product lines, and explore export markets. This report has more details.
Players in the sector note that the Agri-fair has provided a strategic platform to showcase their products, connect with new markets, and explore export prospects, particularly as regional demand for processed foods, fresh produce, and agri-tech solutions grows. Some exhibitors say that the exposure gained at this year's event is driving plans to scale up operations and invest in improved production capacity.
First of all, Pambros is the first and oldest salt company in Ghana. We were established in 1958, and we have about 60% of the market, not just in Ghana, but along the neighboring countries in West Africa. Okay, so this has emboldened us, this whole program has emboldened us to reach out more to the market.
Others highlight that the fair has opened doors for collaboration with distributors and suppliers, positioning their businesses for broader market reach as they pursue expansion and higher output in the coming months.
It has really increased our sales, has boosted our sales a lot. It has made us more visible to our customers. We've gotten new customers. People have seen our brand more. So it's really helped our brand awareness, and it has boosted our sales as well. It's been really good. The sales have been massive. Aside making the sales, we've made good connections with people, even suppliers, people who want to supply, people who want to distribute our products. It's been a great fair so far.
Exhibitors add that Agri-fair delivers solid commercial outcomes, with all participating businesses recording sales while praising City FM and Channel 1 TV for organizing a fair that fosters market access, collaboration, and growth for agribusinesses.
A lot of advertisements, the patronage, sales. I mean, it's been good. New customers, old customers coming back to us because they saw us from the last time. You've added a lot for us, so you've given us a lot of, a huge platform for us to exhibit our products, and we are so grateful.
This year's Agri-fair was powered by Channel 1 TV and City FM with sponsorship from the Horticulture Business Platform, Development Bank Ghana, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, Gesal, Ghana Exim Bank and Agri-Impact, and support from Trillium Industrial Company Limited.
And that's all for business. I am Netele Ajaho. Back to you, Sanda.
Thank you so much, Netele Nete. To some other stories now on the Channel 1 Newsroom, and former Member of Parliament for Kedi and campaign manager for Kpandai, Japan in the New Patriotic Party's NPP presidential primaries, Ofosu Asamoah has officially declared his support for former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He made the announcement during a campaign event marking his first public appearance alongside Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia since shifting to his camp. According to him, the decision followed a reassessment of the party's internal contest and his growing convictions that Dr. Bawumia represents the NPP's strongest chance of reclaiming power in the 2028 general elections.
I'm the same Ofosu Asamoah. My relation with Dr. Bawumia and the Bawumia team, just say a few way no, and I near maybe as a cry. But say, oh yeah, dear. Now, udu baby. Now, say, dear, now, oh, and baby, I can, ya. It's all your day. Kukudu. In life, you don't embark on a journey that is taking you nowhere. So who took kwanya? So who say me koha? Na baby a me kon me den medu ontina bibi mu a unum de bia baby say wo konu undu. Ti mania to former hwehwem. Me a me a campaign manager. I moved the campaign, but it do baby no me who say if I have come to join Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign, then you can be sure, sir, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is our next presidential candidate and the possible president.
Now, the Minister for Health, Kpandai, has refuted claims that the government has stopped engaging medical drone delivery company Zipline, insisting discussions are ongoing to reassess the contract for value for money. Speaking at the Government Accountability Series on Monday, December 1, the Honorable Akando stressed that contrary to reports suggesting a disengagement, the government has held multiple meetings with Zipline and continues to review the operational and financial components of the agreement. More in this report.
The sector minister confirmed on Monday that the government is engaging in ongoing discussions with drone delivery service Zipline Ghana regarding the future of their critical medical supply contract. He acknowledged the intense debate surrounding the service's utility and cost effectiveness, but says the decision to terminate the partnership has not yet been reached.
The question was asked about why the signature of the minister responsible for finance then was missing in the contract, and he had this to say among other things. Mr. Speaker, I would want to stress again that the Honorable Minister for Finance did not put his signature on because this is not going to be done from the consolidated account. The public purse is not going to come in here, unquote. And the whole discussion has to do with the fact that they were not going to pay from the government of Ghana fund. Like, we have not gotten to that point yet. We are still engaging them. When we get there, you will hear what decision we will take. I mean, everybody has a right to also express his or her opinion, including members of parliament.
He also confirmed the necessity of a drastic adjustment in existing NHIS tariff paid to service providers, stating that it will boost provider confidence.
It is not by coincidence that there is a lot of confidence in the National Health Insurance Scheme. The coverage was around 18 million people as at the time we took office, and I can confidently report that in a matter of less than 1 year, we are around 20 million people, which represent about 60% coverage. And beginning next year, we are going to increase the tariffs in the National Health Insurance to the service providers.
Meanwhile, as part of measures to improve healthcare delivery, the government says measures are being taken to address inadequate equipment at facilities.
Our status of medical equipment in our health facilities is very dire. The situation is very dire. The last time we did a major retooling in this country was His Excellency John Dramani Mahama I administration, the first administration. Since then, our health facilities have been suffering. We have reports that indicate that more than 50% of our CHEPS compounds do not have basic equipment, basic ones. And therefore, as part of the free primary health care, we are going to retool our primary health facilities to have the
Now, several parts of Kasoa have been plunged into darkness following the breakdown of street lights. The situation has created an unsafe environment for residents and commercial transport operators who are calling on authorities to take urgent action. Central Regional Correspondent Akwesiado has more for us from Kasoa.
Large sections of the Kasoa Central Business District, along with several suburban communities, fall into complete darkness at night. The problem extends to major streets, heightening safety concerns among residents. In some areas, the street lights have simply stopped working, while other locations have never had any installed. Residents who spoke to Channel 1 News say the pitch darkness makes them feel unsafe moving around after nightfall.
A bus is required at night because of a sooner opportunity. So I think the lights in the bar above wire. Because of a community, a bus is square. Now, if it has a swab.
Commercial drivers and Okada operators add that the situation is threatening their livelihoods, as criminals often take advantage of the darkness to attack them and, in some cases, snatch their motorbikes. The Kasoa Fako District Police Commander, Superintendent Kingsford Appiah, tells Channel 1 News that routine maintenance of street lights is crucial to improving security in the municipality.
The light will go off. It may be a small thing that they can use to repair it or to fix it, but it will be there for ages or for years without repairing it.
In response to the growing concerns, the Member of Parliament for Otusenya East, Felix Nakoyo Wukuno, has launched the Light Up Kasoa initiative aimed at improving visibility across the municipality. As part of the initiative, the MP has provided 2,500 LED street lights to be installed in commercial zones and crime-prone areas.
We've realized that as a constituency, there are certain areas that are in darkness, and not because there are no lights, but because we have faulty street lights. So we took this upon ourselves as a constituency to fix the lights. We are not only fixing the lights, we are also repairing ones that are faulty. In the past 2 weeks, we've been able to fix some street lights along the principal street.
Meanwhile, the Otusenya East Municipal Security Council says it is rolling out measures to ensure a crime-free environment ahead of the Christmas season.
We are having full deployment of uniformed personnel and non-uniformed personnel in the municipality. With these numbers coming in, it means that we are going to get increased number of deployments to the various places, public places as well.
For the Channel 1 Newsroom, I am Akwesiado, Central Region.
Now, the water crisis in parts of Teshie-Nungua continued to deepen weeks after the shutdown of the Teshie-Nungua desalination plant by Ghana Water Limited. Residents say the situation has become unbearable, with many paying more for water, struggling through daily activities, and accusing authorities of being slow in responding. Rachel Engman of the Channel One Newsroom went to the town to assess the situation.
Weeks after the temporary shutdown of the Teshie-Nungua desalination plant, residents in Teshie and Nungua say their taps remain dry. Many now rely heavily on tanker services and buy gallons of water at exorbitant prices. Some residents told Channel One News the shortage has disrupted basic activities such as bathing, washing, and cooking. Others expressed frustration over the prolonged situation, with a few threatening not to vote in the next presidential election.
3 weeks now, we not get water, but formerly, at least 4 days, water used to come, either dawn or. So 3 weeks now, they left the water 4 days, day and night. After that, up to now, we really suffer for water. Wow. Even see, I didn't bath. Oh. My sister, even nurse.
She has also no bath.
Ask her. Oh. She went to work this morning. I came, and then we came here to fetch water. I lead them to, because he came here. He doesn't know anybody here. So I'm begging the people before, Mister, we feel one of this.
For 3 months ago, say new go there check out back a policy tank here, but now home less sister and now what? I can coffee to Ghana, my galo temper.
Mana no ya mi vote waka me mentor no next 4 years here what vote ka wo gontin ama to rubber na me ka repair me ka fe dade na rusty na fite me na ye sika mo ma me ko na asase water wo ye nsho he won pa me fa kata na anyimbo.
Responding to the concerns, the Municipal Chief Executive for Lejokuku, Israel Ajete Otrenman, admits the situation has worsened and is no longer temporary. He says the Assembly and the area's Member of Parliament have been providing free emergency water through tanker services.
Financially, it has added some sort of burden to the Assembly and to my MP as well. It has not been easy. Financially, my people are also, because of the scarcity of water, the demand is high, people are taking it as an advantage and they are selling the prices, the water very high, and it's not good. It's adding up due to demand. They've increased, they said, gallons of water. Maybe if it's 1 cedis now, they sell it 3 cedis. Ours, we don't sell it. The MPs own, my own. We, the leaders that we are supplying the water, we don't sell it. It's for free, and we've done it over the past months. It's adding up cost to us, and we are pleading with authorities to help us to deal with the issues once and for all.
As the shutdown of the desalination plant stretches on, the pressure is now on local authorities and Ghana Water Limited to restore regular supply as soon as possible. From the Lejokuku constituency in Accra, I am Rachel Engman reporting for Channel One News.
Now, Channel One Television and CTFM have been applauded for the impressive sales and variety of produce showcase at the just-ended November edition of the Agri-fair. Just in case you missed it, here's a wrap-up of the 3-day event at the A4 Sutherland Children's Park.
It was a vibrant hub of farmers, processors, agri-tech firms and input suppliers as the event kicked off on Friday, 28th November. The fair, organized by CTFM and Channel One TV, was to deepen interest in the agricultural value chain and support local agribusinesses. Exhibitors recorded strong sales throughout the event, with many overwhelmed by the turnout.
The things that we brought has finished. Seriously, everything has finished. That's why we give God the glory. It's our first time, but what we've witnessed here is very amazing.
Patrons, attracted by the affordability of products, even returned on subsequent days to make additional purchases for friends and relatives, with some already devising strategies to make more purchases in subsequent editions.
Honestly, I think going forward, I have to come on the first day
second day and third day, so I'll be buying the things small.
I came again because I took the things I bought home yesterday and my mom saw it and she sent me back with a whole new list. So I came to do shopping for my mom.
On day 2, Presidential Advisor on the 24-Hour Economy and Accelerated Export Development Programs, Augustus Guzitano, visited the fair. He said Agri-fair demonstrates Ghana's potential to significantly cut down its nearly $2 billion annual food import bill.
What we're doing at 24 Economy integrates very carefully, very keenly into what this Agri-fair represents. We must reduce our imports that is now close to $3 billion a year.
Sponsors described the fair as value for money and pledged to continue support.
And for us, because we are driven by the views of the members, we thought it would be nice for us to collaborate for this year and also for future years as well.
If you hadn't organized this program, then there wouldn't have been any way. Most of the farmers, like our chicken, our tomatoes and the vegetables, most of them would have gone back.
Head of Events and Partnership at CTFM and Channel 1 TV, Fema Edunyame, said the station is encouraged by massive turnout and addressed calls for the fair to be held more frequently.
People are very happy. They love the fact that they are getting their produce at farm gate prices. Their request is that we increase the number of editions, throughout the year. That we don't know how we're going to do it. Maybe management will sit down and have a conversation on that.
This year's Agri-fair was powered by Channel 1 TV and CTFM with sponsorship from the horticulture business platform, Development Bank Ghana, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, Gesao, Ghana Exim Bank and Agri Impact, and support from Trillium Industrial Company Limited.
You're still watching Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. Still to come, Benedict Simone describes Black Queen's call-up as a dream come true ahead of England test. We have that story for you in a jiffy. Please stay with us.
Having the right diagnosis can save your life. Welcome to SynLab. Inside the state-of-the-art facility, patients have the benefits of cutting-edge technology, experienced lab technicians, personalized care in our ultra-modern clinic, and most importantly, answers.
I've been doing all my tests at MedLab for over 20 years, till they rebranded to SynLab. He was just a little boy when I started bringing him to MedLab. Oh, sorry, SynLab.
SynLab. SynLab is the new MedLab.
My family trusts SynLab.
At SynLab, our highly trained personnel give our clients personalized attention every step of the way.
SynLab is the preferred option for your annual routine health checks to avoid negative health surprises.
SynLab is the new MedLab.
SynLab, medical excellence for you.
Christmas, my favorite time of the year.
This festive season, Volta Serene Hotel invites you to experience the magic of Christmas and New Year like never before. From 20th of December to the 1st of January, step into a world of joy, music, laughter, and celebration. We begin on the 20th with a soulful carols night, filling the air with warmth and melody. Then, on 23rd and 24th of December, arrive in style as we welcome you with fresh coconut and local treats. Christmas Day brings pure delight, exciting moments for kids, relaxing escape for adults, and an elegant all-white dinner under the stars, crowned with a spectacular fireworks display. On Boxing Day, embrace culture and rhythm, from picnics and traditional dance to an unforgettable high life and old school night. As the week unfolds, enjoy movie night, live music, karaoke, and endless fun, until we welcome 2026 with a breathtaking fireworks show on New Year's Eve. Special Christmas packages starting from 4,050 for individuals, 5,250 for couples, and 8,900 Ghana cedis for a family of 4 for 2 nights. Call or WhatsApp 0541 539 867 or 0362 025 243 to book your experience today. Volta Serene Hotel. Feel the serene touch.
Hey Ghana, so you people know Miss Brother once more. If you knew, it's your boy. Kill them all, kill them all. But this time, I'm not only killing mosquitoes, I am killing the great. See? This wouldn't have been possible if I didn't have the perfect mosquito-free atmosphere. Thank you, Out Insecticide. And yeah, Out Mosquito Coil. For a mosquito-free atmosphere, trust Out too. You are not serious.
Out Insecticide. So ya boa, faha.
Papa no no, 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 Ankasa. Polytank is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytank, we get some more Rambo and get some more super. And the Polytank we did.
Polytank, Papa no Ankasa.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kasoa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kasoa, dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter what you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it with a so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Hey! Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
In December 2023, the biggest play in the history of African theatre made its debut.
Before Bawku, the God of Iron, I stand on oath.
You saw it.
We sent you all the way to Ile-Ife to bring us greetings from Ifa.
By popular demand and in honor of Maoli Semevo, Image Bureau, in partnership with April Communications and the National Theatre, presents The Gods Are Not to Blame this December 17th, 7 p.m., 18th, 7 p.m., and 19th, 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. at the National Theatre. Visit www.imagebureaugh.com or dial star 714 star 46 hash for your tickets. Single 250 cedis, double 400 cedis. Supported by New Plant Car Rentals, Ghana Tourism Authority, Balakwa. Sponsors Stambic Bank, our media partners, and proudly brought to you by MTN.
You're welcome back. Up next is Channel 1 Sports with Yao J. Minta. Yeah, what do you have for us?
Okay, I have a lot on the Black Queens. Now, Black Queens defender Benedict Simone says it's a dream come true for her to be called to play for Ghana's national women's football team. The 28-year-old who plays for Suicide Servette was born in France to Ghanaian parents and represented the European nation at the under-23 level, but committed recently to play international football for Ghana and is set to feature in the Black Queens friendly game against England on Tuesday. Ahead of the game, Benedict Simon wants her teammates to be confident in their play against the reigning European champions.
Your friend me Benedict Adjoa Simon. Me me papa omo free Tafoko for Rigia. I was Switzerland in Geneva. Servette. I'm very glad and I'm happy. For me, it's an honor. And for me, Ghana means a lot of things, like it's my motherland, so I'm happy to be here. It was like a dream, you know, because it's been a long time that I wanted to come here. And when I saw my name, I said, oh, I called my mother and I said, I'm in the list. So I was so happy. We need to be confident, you know, because as I said, we have good players. So maybe like we can play our game and like give the maximum. Like I'm not a stressed person.
That's it for sports. I am Yao Ejeminta.
Thank you so much, Yao Ejeminta. And I am Umaru Sandamadu. This has been Channel One Newsroom.